The first of three theatrically released Power Ranger films was 1995's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie. To this day, this is still my most favorite movie in the franchise. And after watching the first two seasons of Mighty Morphin all the way through, this film proved to be the step up in quality that I needed. The break that I needed. Because I was getting ready to go to a dark place. But let's talk about a childhood classic. Here we are, you guys. I've been wanting to do this video since before the 2017 movie came out on my old channel. I've been wanting to talk about this film for so long. And now we are finally here and we finally have the opportunity to talk about it. Now, before we get into the review, I want y'all to understand something. This is Power Rangers to the core. Every corny thing from Power Rangers is in this movie. This film is corny as shit. And I love it. Oh yeah. The plot of this film revolves around an ancient villain called Ivan Ooze. Ivan Ooze was locked away hundreds of years ago. But now he's coming to take over the earth. The only people that can stop him, of course, are the Power Rangers. But once their leader, Zordon, gets attacked, they lose their powers. They have to go on a quest to find new powers to save the entire world from Ivan Ooze. The movie opens up with a text overlay equal to that of Star Wars. Now, I don't know who made that decision. That was a bad decision. What kid is going to go to the movie theater and want to read all of that? Boy, if you don't get the hell out of my face with that garbage. But the film after that, once you get to the actual action, it opens up with straight up 90s nostalgia. The Power Rangers are skydiving. But the thing about the scene that makes it so cool is that it still holds up. It looks believable. But it was a nice budget-friendly way to get a nice adrenaline rush to the audience. Obviously, they aren't doing Power Ranger things yet, but here go the Power Rangers in their normal clothes skydiving. Get lit. After that, you're introduced to a character named Freddy that's really just a random kid in Angel Grove, but he's supposed to be the audience surrogate for the children. Let me tell you this. As an adult, I think Freddy is annoying, and as a kid, I thought Freddy was annoying. Go away. I don't like you. Please never come back. After you're introduced to Freddy and his father, you're then slapped in the face with a music montage. And this time they're rollerblading and skating around Angel Grove. Straight corny, straight 90s nostalgia. They're doing all types of flips and tricks. Why? Nobody knows, but I love it. The promised land. Come on, your car. The way the villain in this movie, Ivan Ooze, gets introduced is straight up buffoonery. It is some of the most corniest stuff you could ever imagine. Construction workers come across a gigantic covering plate, and then they have a decision. Let's take the covering plate off. This gigantic egg comes out. Let's touch the egg. Ooh, the egg just shocked him. You know what? Let's leave it here overnight. I told you the movie's corny, but damn do I love it. What really popped off to me was seeing how amazing, and I mean this literally, Lord Zed looks in this movie. Look at how he looked in the film compared to the TV show. Wow, he looks good in this movie. Look at Goldar. He looks so good in this movie, and it makes me so frustrated that they didn't use these same designs for the television show. I don't know why they didn't, but oh my God, is that a huge step up in quality. Now, unfortunately, Ivan Ooze very quickly just takes a crap all over Zed and Rita, making them look even more pathetic than the Rangers already do on the daily basis on the show. So it did make them feel too minor. And it was almost to the point where, why are they even in this movie if you're going to treat them that way, especially that early in the film where they get openly disrespected. Once Zordon is able to tell the Rangers about the threat of Ivan Ooze and there's potential that he came back, you're then introduced to an action scene in the movie. And the action in this movie is pretty good for the most part. It's Power Rangers to the core, like I said. But when you're seeing Rocky, Aisha, and Adam in this film over Jason, Zach, and Trini, I'm going to be completely honest, y'all. It does not feel earned. It does not feel like, yeah, they should be in this movie. It feels like, no, y'all should be like side characters. They get like 2 or 3 scenes in this movie and y'all go away. Y'all should be like what Jason and Kimberly was in the Turbo movie. Side characters that help the plot flow. Y'all should not be Power Rangers. It just didn't feel right seeing them in that position. But beyond that, the costumes in this movie are my favorite Power Ranger costumes to this day. They have this molten armor-esque vibe to them that actually looks like it could protect the Rangers in battle. You have in this movie upgrades to most of the Rangers. Billy has a weapon called the Stega Stinger, which is like a grappling hook. Kimberly has the Pterodactyl Thunder Whip, which was something new and unique. Aisha gets lights that allow for her to see in the dark on top of her helmet. That's kind of corny, but it's Power Rangers. And even Rocky gets an item that allows for him to see infrared heat signatures in the dark. That was really cool. A nice switch up from the show. But there's one problem with this movie. Your boy Adam, the Black Ranger, really gets the shaft in this film, y'all. It was almost to the point where I said, okay, they must have really expected for this to be Zach, because Adam doesn't get any type of upgrades, any type of new weapons. There's nothing memorable he gets in this film beyond the wackest animal of the frog. Beyond that, he is a nobody in this movie. The one and only meeting between Ivan Ooze and Zordon wound up being comedy gold. Comedy gold. I am so serious. When Ivan Ooze says he missed the Brady Bunch reunion, I'm like, what? You didn't miss women. You didn't miss the Super Nintendo. You didn't miss food. The Brady Bunch reunion. The fluke he played. And even when he came into the command center, I could have sworn Zordon just called him a little bitch.
You haven't changed, dudes. You're still picking on creatures smaller than yourself. On creatures smaller than yourself.
That shit is wild shit. It's some wild shit.
Once the Rangers leave Angel Grove and they go off to the island to go get new power, I'm gonna be real with y'all. This movie got so boring after that. It got to be a snooze fest once they leave Angel Grove. I'm not sure who made the decision to get the Power Rangers out of their suits for half of the movie, but that was a bad decision. I thought that I was in a food coma. I thought that maybe my health needed a checkup. I thought maybe I was in the shadow realm. Why am I getting sleepy every time they go to the island? Da-da-da-da! It's because the movie gets boring after that point. The one bright side that I really did get from the movie as an adult and even as a kid when I first saw it was this was the film. This was the moment where Tommy Oliver, for me, really did become the leader of the Power Rangers. Because it never really felt like in the show he was the leader over Jason because Jason was there first. But once you watch this movie, you see how courageous he is and how he takes charge of so many different situations. Other Rangers are low-key running in situations, and he's there facing whatever threat is in front of them. I really like how they emphasized him being the leader in this movie. Great decision, especially after the funkiness that was the power transfer arc. That was just weird. Once the Power Rangers get the power of the Ninjetti, I really missed those costumes. I was like, oh my goodness, can you please take that crap off and put on the Power Ranger costume? Pretty please. Because the entire idea of them using different ninja spirit animals was something that they did in season 3 of the show. So I was watching the movie like, I want them to put back on the body armor. But I will admit that body armor was really hard for the actors and actresses to wear. Apparently, it was like 40 plus pounds. Amy Jo Johnson and Karen Ashley had back problems from wearing those suits. So I will give them a pass on not wearing them for the entire movie, but those ninja costumes are boring as hell, especially considering that it really didn't give them any powers. You know what I mean? It was just basically something else for them to wear, a way for Fox Studios and Saban to sell toys and merchandise. And trust me, it worked. As I said earlier, this movie is Power Rangers to the core, and I love it for that because it is not apologetic one iota at any point in this film. I introduce you to the Ninjetti corkscrew kick.
Ninjetti corkscrew kick! 8-ball, corner pocket.
I swear, my man was just standing right there like, that ain't gonna work. Come on, that ain't gonna work. Oh shit, it worked! Son of a bitch! That was straight silly. The ending of the movie was pretty incredible as a child. Seeing the Zords actually be dynamic CGI, right, was really cool. To see the Falcon Zord flying through the cities of Angel Grove, through the building, firing missiles, was so refreshing compared to the classic man put on suit, man run around studio. That was really cool. Although, one thing that does take away from it is just how silly Ivan Ooze looks once he grows bigger like that. It was just so much intensity in the moment taken away. And speaking of Ivan Ooze, I should have said this earlier, but I'm going to say it now. His plot of how he was going to take over the world was stupid. Okay, I'm going to give these kids jars of ooze, which looks like lean. But I'm going to give these kids jars of ooze. They're going to take it home, throw it on their parents, and their parents are going to be evil, and they're going to use their parents to make me an army. That was just one of the most dumbest plots. But like I said, it's Power Rangers to the core. Now, the 1995 Power Rangers movie. What does it get? What does it deserve? The 1995 Power Rangers movie gets a mother freaking A. That's right, it gets an A, man. Look. This movie owned it. This movie said, give it to me. This movie was Power Rangers. This wasn't like the 2017 movie where it was trying to be Power Rangers, but really trying to be like Marvel, but not really wanting to be Power Rangers. This movie owned it. It wasn't like the Turbo movie, where the Turbo movie was like, we should probably put this on Fox Kids on TV, but we want to make some money from it, so we're going to put it in theaters, but it's really some cheap shit. No. This movie owned being Power Rangers. It embraced it, and it had a $20 million budget, which was decent for its time. I enjoyed this movie. I hope y'all enjoyed my review. Shout out to the Ninjetti corkscrew kick. Shout out to all that goofiness, because we love Power Rangers. Anyway, it's been weird, but it's been real. Get out of here, bitch.